Well, let me just thank everybody for coming out. Of course, these are some serious times that we're in.
Yes.
And I don't know if I can say it any better than Mother Christina has already said. We know what we're demanding of this city concerning the police department. I'm a little different than some folks. I wanted the chief arrested as a conspirator to murder. But however, as a coalition and coalition discipline, I'm willing to go along with what we have collectively desired to do. I don't understand why the chief could get a gold watch and a pension and be the head of a gang that feel that they can do drive-by killings of black and brown people in our community. So I'm not in a hurry to rejoice about the chief walking out retired with a gun on his hip. Now, one of the things that bothers me is, concerning the police department, is all of a sudden, this whole idea that now we're talking about reform. That's not what this is about, Chief. We're not talking about reform. You understand? We're talking about transition into something new, something that represents a department that has a conscience and a heart for the people. I want the names of these killers. I want their pictures. Is that what we want? We want their pictures. We want their names. We want their history. Because I'm understanding that some of these killers came in this community from other counties with pretty sad records in terms of police brutality. So for me, it's not just a matter that, we keep saying, we want these killers fired out. Can we get their names, Chief? Can we get the pictures and can we get their history?
The names have already been released.
Is that right?
Yeah, the names,
good.
Names have already been released.
Oh, we got the names?
Got the names.
Have any ever had a mug shot? Because we need their mug shot too. And do you have pictures?
No pictures, the names.
No pictures.
No pictures.
Maybe that's the problem. Y'all don't even know what each other look like. That's what you're doing. But I think in all sincerity that what you see here, Chief, is a community that came together. Not because we hate policemen, but because we love our people, especially our young people. And it just grieves me, to see the insensitivity to these killings by the former chief, and even by the mayor. And I like this phrase that we say that there's only a few bad policemen, just a few rotten apples. Then that means that the majority of the police department is good. But I don't really see even a small contingent of good policemen standing with us. Some of them need to be down here every Thursday with us, making the same kind of demands, putting the same kind of pressure on you or anybody else that sits in your seat to have those policemen fired. Hello? Does that make sense? All of you just took a few bad apples. Well, silence gives consent to murder. And if you know, and many of you police officers are supposed to be good, and I understand that there's a threat of your own protection, but if you love this community, you love justice, if you love truth, then I'm hearing Jesus say, no greater love hath no man than this, than to lay down his life for his friends. Right. Now, if you're the friends of this community, then you shouldn't be so worried about your career, and you even shouldn't be worried about your life. You should be worried about stopping and be concerned about stopping the killing of our young people. Yeah. That gross statement that Sir made, could things have been done differently? Now my little sister could have took the knife from that young man.
Yes.
Yeah.
She could have talked him out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
She wouldn't have had to wrestle it from him. And Chief Sir's words were, if something could have been done differently, was that he could have dropped the knife.
Oh.
That's a hard statement to make in the light of the fact that this mother's child's blood is on the street. He's 6 feet in the ground with dirt in his face. Her heart is broken and her future is snatched from her. And then we have a chief of police who would say he could have dropped a knife. Well, that gave me a knife when I joined the Boy Scouts. I'm still carrying it, you understand? And I don't understand why there isn't some real love coming from this office. Now, Chief, somebody picked you to be here. I don't know what the process was for, how that went about. But certainly you have picked up a cross, brother, that's a heavy burden. And you're not going to be to just be able to polish this over with saying, oh, we're going to have some reforms now. We're going to put toilets that flush on their own at the police station, and we're going to do this, that, and another, and dress up this, that, and we're going to start electrocuting people instead of shooting them with tape. And all that stuff is not working, man. It's not meeting and hearing the ears for the cry for justice. You can't go around assassinating folks, killing folks, and then think that the community is going to be satisfied with the fact that we got a new chief, we got some, what do you call them? Some tasers, some cameras. You're telling us now not to believe our lying eyes on the movies that we're looking at now, the cameras of Mario Woods. What's the big debate about that? That's obviously some murder took place. So, somebody said to me the other day, they said, well, why are you so angry? Well, I think I've already stated why I'm angry. I just want the community to know and that anger is not something that we're trying to rid ourselves of.
Right.
We're going to be angry. We're going to stay angry.
Right.
And we're going to get angrier tomorrow than we are today. We don't have any guilt for our anger. I'm reading my Bible. The Bible says anger and sin not. And to sin means to fall short of the will of God.
Right.
It is the will of God that these murderers be arrested.
Right.
And we got police officers over here that have come out. I don't know if they're your security or they're here to support us in what we're doing. But we don't get a chance to travel like this, Chief.
No.
Yeah.
We have our young people sometimes are traveling as individuals.
Right.
They don't have a crew and armed guards to ride with them to make sure that don't something happen to them.
Right.
So we have to be serious about your effort, Chief, and I'm talking to you directly, brother. I was glad that we was able to meet with you before, and I'll restate what I said then. This is not the Mario Woods Coalition for Reformation.
Right.
We're not the Mario Woods Coalition for tasers.
No.
We're not the Mario Woods Coalition for cameras. We're the Mario Woods Coalition for justice. For Mario Woods. Let me just say this. You're in a very, which should be a favored posture. Because you can strike a blow for freedom today, brother, that will go all the way across this nation. You can set the pace and the tone of what policing looks like in the black and brown communities across this nation. You can go down in the history of policing as a man that struck the first real blow for justice for black and brown bodies that have bled on the streets across this nation. because of policemen who claimed they were afraid and they was this, that, and another, but there's nothing to justify their killings. So we want to ask you, brother, let me let you know that we are praying for you, that the God will give you the heart and the courage to do what needs to be done. You know, prayer is an interesting thing. Sometimes a prayer, when we pray like that, we could very well be praying that God puts you in a position and in a situation where you can come to know the pain of these mothers in this community, and hopefully that pain will transform you into doing something which is right and good for the community. Or we might just be praying like King David prayed, that the enemies of our peoples, that their prayers become a curse and that their bones be turned to oil, brother. So I could talk all day about it, but it's not my position to talk all day. I thank you for coming down, and I hope you hear something here that can transform your thinking, because I don't really see you moving aggressively enough to fix this problem, brother, because you've been in that seat a long time, and I don't see nothing happening that's going to change things as the way they're going. So, I'm just going to pause for a minute just to see if there's anything else I should say. That, you know what? When I look at all these beautiful faces here, you see all of these people here, Chief? Now, I mean, can everybody be wrong? Huh? Can all of these people be blind and misinterpreting what they saw in that video? Can what we know historically to be the posture of this police department here in San Francisco and throughout this nation has shown anything but love for our people? So if you're on the side of right, I hope that the souls that are gathered here today, brother, will encourage you to join in with us, Chief, and be the loudest voice that the people can have for justice for Mario Woods, for Alex, for Kenneth Harding, and every young man that's been put down by murderous police